Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame. So I am recording from the car. I am getting back from a quick store run. I had to go and commandeer, if you will, some clarifying shampoo and conditioner. I am one of many girls and guys who require clarifying shampoo in order to really deep cleanse my hair, get all of the gunk and other things as far as what has come out of my sebaceous gland, because I have, if I can say it the way I want to say it, I have overactive sebaceous glands to the point of where I don't really put anything on my scalp like that outside of after I've initially blow dried it dry or let it air dry, and even then it's kind of a light coating. So I have to use clarifying shampoo. My sister is natural and she uses clarifying shampoo as well, unless she's stopped. But yeah, she doesn't follow the rules that most people who claim to be natural follow. And I'm like, yeah, our hair is the same, although her hair is in its natural state and I relax mine. So anyway, I had to run out real quick, get some clarifying shampoo and some conditioner, y'all. So I'm doing as I promised, trying to do it from the car. I wanted to, if I had thought about it earlier, I would have left earlier and just did it in somebody's parking lot before it started raining, because I want to project my voice a little if I can. So I'm doing the karaoke and here we go. So as you know, it is Good Friday and the songs that I wanted to do are as follows. Heroes, heroes, heroes from the dead. Heroes, heroes, heroes from the dead. Ooh, heroes, heroes, heroes from the dead. And the Lord shall guide my spirit home. Heroes, heroes, heroes from the dead. Heroes, heroes, heroes from the dead. Heroes, heroes, heroes from the dead. And the Lord shall guide my spirit home. Now, the next song, I've heard it go several different ways, and my church, apparently they've done it exceptionally wrong, but I'm going to try to correct it a little bit, and I'm probably going to leave out a little, like a stanza or two or whatever, but you will get the gist. So, I know it was the blood, I know it was the blood, I know it was the blood that saved me. One day when I was lost, Jesus died on the cross. I know it was the blood that saved me. They whipped him up a hill. They whipped him up a hill. They whipped him up a hill for me. One day when I was lost, Jesus died on the cross. They whipped him up a hill to save me. They pierced him in the side. They pierced him in the side. They pierced him in his side for me. One day when I was lost, Jesus died on the cross. They pierced him in his side to save me. The blood came streaming down. The blood came streaming down. The blood came streaming down for me. cross. The blood came streaming down to save me. He hung his head and died. He hung his head and died. He hung his head and died for me. One day when I was lost, Jesus died on the cross. He hung his head and died to save me. They put him in a tomb. They put him in a tomb. They put him in a tomb to save me. One day when I was lost, Jesus died on the cross. They put him in a tomb to save me. I know I sound rough, but like I told y'all before, I be going through at work. And I'm so glad I'm off, so I can get a break from that, hopefully, because the weather changes so much that I'll get a chill in the house. It's like, really? Because I'm not about to turn the heat on for that. So y'all see me in all kinds of blankets and such. That's why I'm anemic and all that good stuff. So yeah, y'all. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna try to pull another one out the hat. Let me think. Hold on. Hey y'all, I am back. I had to wash my hair and dry it. I'm sorry, I just could not do it any longer. I had already held off for as long as I could, so I went on ahead and did that. And now I'm back. So I still have to find a song, y'all. I can't just do Good Friday leading up to Resurrection Sunday like that, you know. So I gotta give it more than just 2 little songs. So I'll be back. So the song that I will be attempting to do for this karaoke session is a Sam Cooke song. Well, at least, I know a lot of people sampled, and I'm unclear as to whether or not this is his song or not, but the one that I'm singing, I'm gonna sing it the way that he sings it, and it is called Touch the Hem of His Garment. Whoa, she spent her money. Oh, I started too quick, my bad, hold on. Whoa, there was a woman in the Bible days. She had been sick so very long. But she heard my Jesus was passing by. So she joined the gathering throng. But while she was pushing her way through, someone asked her, "What are you trying to do?" She said, "If I could just touch the hem of his garment, I know I'll be made whole." Oh, she spent her money here and there until she had no more to spare. The doctors, they done all they could, but their medicine would do no good. When she touched him, the Savior didn't see, but still he turned around and cried, "Somebody touched me." She said, "It was I who just wanted to touch the hem of your garment. I knew I'd be made whole right now." She stood there crying, "Oh, oh, Lord, oh." She said, "If I could just touch the hem of your garment, I know I'll be made whole right now." I love the fact that his songs were so powerful, and it's like, how dare you give us less than 3 minutes? I just didn't understand, like the hymns he would do. It's like, how dare you? But yeah, loved them, powerful. That song, the first time I heard that song, a male chorus at a church that I would visit on the 5th Sundays, would sing that song. So the first time I heard that song, I heard them singing it. When I tell you, every single time they would sing that song, people would fall out, people would be crying, people would be in their feelings, Holy Ghost filled. I mean, everybody would be either, if you weren't standing up because you were enjoying what was happening in front of your face, because these men were so talented at singing this song the way they would sing it, belting it out, you were sitting down in your feelings trying to just not, it's like so much was building up on the inside of you, because that's what happened to me the very first time I heard them sing that song. But yeah, that song's amazing. I love it. I might find that other Sam Cooke song that I love and do that as one more song in dedication, and reflection for today, which is Good Friday, and leading up to Sunday, which is Resurrection Sunday. So I'll be back. All right, y'all. So the last song I'm going to do is not a Sam Cooke song. I have not heard the Sam Cooke song that I want to do in so long that I've forgotten the words, and I barely knew them before. So yeah, I looked at them and I was just like, nah. So what I'm going to do is a song that people might affiliate with Al Green, but before I heard his version of this song, my aunt sings this song, and I live, and it makes me tear up and cry every time I would hear her sing this song, because she's an amazing singer. She's one of my family members who actually can blow, and that's not the gift for me, but I very much so appreciate her singing. And I don't think she knows that I've gotten through a lot of things in my life because of songs that I grew up listening to her sing. And she's one of those people that I've known. There have been days where she was not feeling being at church in that moment for whatever reason, and she would just stand up there when it was time for her to do whatever songs they had her lead. I remember one time in particular, she got up there, she was chewing down, but she was getting it singing. Like she's one of those people that can sing amazingly well without even trying, and I just wish I had just this amount of that talent, but I don't have it. So anyway, that's why I'm a karaoke girl. So anyway, this song is called, I think it's called The Lord Will Make a Way Somehow. All right. I don't know how I lost that. Oh, okay. Because I know the first stanza, the second stanza, I don't know. Like, I know it, but it's just I get lost on the last two sentences, and I don't even remember my aunt singing this like this. So I was like, oh, okay. So anyway, here we go. Just like a ship that's tossed and driven and battered by an angry sea, the storms of life are raging, and all their fury falls on me. And I wondered, Lord, what I've done to make this race so hard to run. I said to my soul, don't worry, the Lord will make a way somehow. I try to do my very best in service. Lord, you know I try the very best I can. It seems that when I try to do the right thing, evil is on every hand. I wonder why I just can't see anybody trying to encourage me. I say to my soul, take courage, the Lord will make a way somehow. The Lord will make a way somehow. When beneath the cross I bow, He will take away your sorrow. Let Him have your burdens now. When the load bears down so heavy, the sweat is hard upon my brow, There's a sweet relief. There's a sweet relief. There's a sweet relief in knowing, oh, the Lord will make a way somehow. All right, y'all, I messed that song up a little bit, but I was trying to still think of the words my aunt used while trying to look at the lyrics, and it was just not gonna add up for me. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in to this episode of Karaoke. And this was a special edition because it's for Good Friday, leading on into Resurrection Sunday. So I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. Hopefully y'all are off work like me, and if not, hopefully you have the Lord stayed on your mind and you understand what this day means, what Good Friday actually means, leading on into Resurrection Sunday. Because it's a lot. If you don't know, look it up. There's a lot going on. And I don't want to get on here and preach about, you know, what all is supposed to be going on and the celebrations that people tend to have. But anyway, I had my moment with myself earlier today, and, you know, I know what it means. And I'm still having a moment also because 2 years ago, the day after Good Friday, my last living grandparent, which was my maternal grandmother, passed away. So no matter what day, Resurrection Sunday, Easter, and Good Friday falls on, I always will associate it with the day that my grandmother passed away, the day that my heart forever broke. And I was in my feelings the other day because it was 2 days, like on Tuesday. Monday was the date that she passed away, and I had a moment at work, and I was just like, and that weekend leading up to it, I was already dreading it because I am not yet healed in my heart, and I understand that she had to go. I understand that she is in a better place because she was suffering, but I wasn't ready. And she asked me when was the next time I was going to come down there to see her. And I had made plans to come that summer, and at the absolute latest before the end of the year. And her health, like a month after that, her health started like failing out of nowhere, and she passed away. It was just so unreal. Like so unreal. Like it's like she was 96, and a lot of people might be like, oh, she lived a full life. Oh, you shouldn't be in your feelings about that. No, that was my grandmother, my last living grandparent. And she lived longer than any of my other grandparents. And she was the type of person that she basically ate what she wanted to eat, did what she wanted to do, and she was of God. And so it's like her life flourished and everybody loved her. I've never heard even one person say anything negative about her. And I'm just saying, people, like, when they knew she was gonna be places, they would want to show up just to see her and to show her love, even before she got into her 90s. Like, ever since I was a child, one of my instructors at Alabama State University has a tape to this day. I'm pretty sure she does still have it. I'm pretty sure she did not throw it away because I did this project on her. I'm sorry that I started talking about my grandmother. I just can't help it. Good Friday always will bring up some feelings anyway because it was the day before my grandmother passed away. But if you don't want to hear this story, which I will be brief, it will be under 5 minutes. I'm trying my best to get done with this and shut this off. But I did this project where you had to video record someone, and I think it had to be like an older person or whatever. You had to video record them and ask these specific questions or whatever. All I know is she told me that she wanted me to stay after class, and I'm thinking she about to tell me I failed somehow. Like, I was just like, why I gotta stay after class? What you mean? And so she was like, well, your project was did you say her name was this? What is she to you? And I was like, that's my grandmother. That's my father's mother. So she was like, wow, do you know my mama talks about your grandmother and her kids all the time? I'm like, what? Apparently her mother used to be a teacher, and back in the day, people might think this is just in the movies, they had like a schoolhouse, like you would see on the like little slave movies, the little children in Africa, it really would be in a room and they would walk to school and do all that stuff. Y'all excuse my food going off. Hold on. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. I had to go tend to my food. I didn't want that alarm to keep popping back on. But anyway, she was like, my mother talks about your aunts and uncles and your grandmother like all the time. She told me about how my grandmother was. And I'm just like, you know my grandmama though, like what? And she's like my favorite instructor. This is college. She actually was my favorite social work teacher and all that, y'all. I was just like thrown all the way off and just like, oh my gosh, I have this knot in my stomach, like, oh my gosh. So like she was like, my mama talks about your grandmama all the time. I mean, she remembers vividly when my father and his siblings were in school and my grandmother's role and all this stuff. And so, you know, I ended up telling her like where my grandmama lived, like she was just like, she told me, my mama told me. And this was before her mother, unfortunately, got Alzheimer's. And I think she got either dementia or Alzheimer's, and she did pass away. Unfortunately, she really started to not be that coherent and not all the way there. Sometimes she would know who my teacher was, and other times she would be completely clueless, and it was just so sad. Y'all, I was so distraught. I was gonna go to the woman's funeral, but I didn't. Like, Lord, her mama. I heard that the funeral was so packed out, and I'm usually, well, back in the day, I'm the type of person that gets places super early, so I would have been able to get a parking spot and I would have been able to get a seat because I like getting places early. But people told me, other students told me that they went and it was so packed out. I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, to know that my grandmother made such an impact on so many people, like there are people who would walk up to me this day and be like, huh, are you? And then I'm like, they will either ask me, am I one of my aunt's kids and all this other stuff. Very rarely do they actually say my daddy. And it's so hilarious because a lot of them look like, my daddy looks like my mama, my grandmama. So a lot of the kids look like her. And then they will just be inclined to ask me if one of my aunts, basically, if they are my mama. But anyway, y'all, it just brings up sad memories around this time of the year. I'm not how I used to be. I used to love this time of the year, but even before she passed away, I kind of had to start getting myself in the mood and in the spirit of it all. But, you know, like I said, she's in a better place now. And I still haven't healed. I still haven't really fully gotten everything out. Like there are times I will drop everything I'm doing and just cry. Like when it first happened, I would be at work and then I would just bust out crying. And luckily I was like by myself somewhere and somebody might be way across the room somewhere and see me like, what's wrong with her? But y'all, when I tell y'all, I would literally go in a store and I feel like there were times she was talking to me. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna make a video about that more intense one day. Hopefully soon, because I need to, so it can continue to be something therapeutic that I do. Because like I said before, the reason why I even started recording was my own type of therapy, because I do not have the funds for that. Even when I do get the funds for that, I do feel like I need to still talk about things that I'm not comfortable speaking about. And this actually might help me to get back into the swing of things, because I plan on becoming a social worker again. But even though I feel as though I don't speak very well, when I am in social work mode, everything just flows just as natural as I don't know what. But when I'm on here, I just feel like I'm naked and everybody's watching me. I don't know why. That's why I fumble and bumble and look everywhere and tap stuff. But anyway, thank y'all for listening to me ramble on after the little songs and all that good stuff. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for all you do. Thank you for looking, watching, and all that good stuff. But anyway, I want to say happy Good Friday. Y'all will see me later on. I don't know if it's going to be today or before Resurrection Sunday arrives. But I have a reveal, hopefully, of what I'm going to do to my hair. And I will tell y'all what I did once it happens. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to do it. But I just want to say if, just in case I psych myself out or something. But anyway, y'all have a good day, a wonderful weekend. Be safe out there. The people are out here. Like, they are out here. They're setting traps and doing the most as far as that concerned. Y'all know how they do. Try to fill quotas and stuff during the holidays. So be safe. No matter where you're going, if you're traveling or even if you're at home. So be safe. I hope y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.